And let's just verify because I can never tell with Facebook.
It says meeting is now streaming live on Facebook.
That's what it says, but I'm looking down at Facebook on my phone and I don't see us. So, okay, I see us now. I see it. I see me. So let me put it on gallery view and we will get started here so they can see both of us until we get started. So we are here and we're going to give people a few minutes to get on, of course, but we are so excited to be presenting today. And today is the last day of this fabulous series, and we're ending it with one of my dear friends. And so I'm so excited. But thank you for joining us. And because of my personal journey and the complexity of being a nonprofit professional, we are bringing you the second annual Mind, Body, Soul Nonprofit Professional Self Care Speaker Series. But first, as you know, I am Sabrina. I'm the group administrator and the founder of Supporting World Hope, a nonprofit consulting firm I started after 25 years in the industry. And I started this group and the company to support nonprofit professionals who are often overworked, overwhelmed, and stressed out. And so you guys have heard a little bit about my story this week. In 2018, I got diagnosed with two cancers, um, lymphoma as well as multiple myeloma, and they were both brought on by stress. You know, it is stressful being a nonprofit founder, CEO, or executive director. And so I really started my company to support you, to make it less stressful on you. And so, with that, I will say that there's a lot of things that I provide at no cost that I want you to take advantage of. You know, I do live weekly coaching here on Thursdays where you can get any of your questions answered. I post free tools that are available to nonprofits daily in the group. And I have a webinar series that I hold the second Wednesday of each month, and they're free to you. And the VIP resource library. I do encourage you to join the email newsletter so you can have access to that VIP library because all those sample documents that you are Googling are there based on my 25 years of documents that work, and they're all ready for you. Sample agendas, board orientation, board welcome letters. There's documents in there around resource development and marketing so that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can just grab that, put your logo in it, tweak it for your purposes, and use it. And there are time tested documents. So, that is the reason why I started supporting World Hope. So I am excited again about our next topic and presenter. And you know, there is no secret why we saved Sheri for last. So she's going to close this out for us in a very powerful way. And I'm actually one of Sheri's students, and the work she does with vision boards and manifesting your destiny is amazing. And she does several other things. So, without further ado, we have with us today Sheri Rowland. She's an intimacy coach, and she's going to be talking about health is your wealth. So, before we get started, though, I need you to click the heart or the like button if you can hear me loud and clear, and let me know where you're watching from, even if you're watching in rebroadcast. Why? Because this is going to help us with our Facebook algorithms, right? It's going to keep this video at the top. It's going to show engagement so that this video stays at the top. And don't forget that you can comment any questions and Sheri will answer them for you. So also when you jump on, you know, make that comment so I'll know who's on here and I can call you out by name because I like to do that. So Sheri, we're excited to have you here. And I am going to turn it over to you, Sheri, because we want to hear from you exactly what you do. And we want to hear how our health is our wealth.
Thank you so much, Sabrina. You know, you have such a giving spirit and giving heart. I love you to death. I really do.
Thank you.
And you are a perfect example of health being your wealth.
Yes.
You know, we all know that if we don't have our health, we have nothing, actually. We don't have ourselves, we don't have our relationships, we don't have our business, we don't have anything. And so it really is, health is really our wealth. And health can mean, you know, a variety of things to different people. It's not the same for you or me, you know. So it's figuring out what is health actually for you and what does that mean. And gosh, this last year and even going into this year, you know, health has been just kind of a weird place for all of us. It has thrown our businesses off. It has thrown the way we do business, the way we do relationships now, the way we do a lot of our life. And so many of us have had to work from home, and working from home has, you know, caused all kinds of depression, eating disorders, drinking too much. I mean, it's just been a wealth of unhealthy habits that we've picked up over the last almost a year. It's almost been a year. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. But anyway, I wanted to start off by just saying that, you know, my focus now is on intimacy coaching. And intimacy coaching to me is, how do I help a woman or a couple become more connected with themselves, with each other, with life, with their business? It's connection in all areas of our lives. So it's not just about, you know, intimacy. We think of sex, but it's not that. It's more of, you know, how do we really connect at an intimate level? And intimacy, you know, shows up just by having deep conversations a lot of times. So that's really my focus these days. But with all of that, what I'm going to be teaching y'all today is what I teach all of my clients, all of them. So I want to start with last year, because this kind of all came up last year for myself. And as a business owner and a coach, last year I found myself, you know, one morning just looking at myself in the mirror and thinking, oh my God, you know, my time clock is ticking. Life is passing me by. You know, I don't feel like anything's going to change. It just seemed like every day was the same. No more going to an office, no more chats with my friends around the coffee pot, no more lunches with my girlfriend or my coworkers or even my friends, you know. So every day just got to feel like the same day all day long. The same boring Zoom meetings, the same chair, the same room, the same everything. It just felt like Groundhog Day. And I know a lot of you know what I'm talking about. A lot of y'all are working from home, and so you're doing the Zoom meetings every day, so you know what I'm talking about. And at first, I just felt like I got really bored. I got bored with my house. I got bored with myself. I got bored with my dogs. I just flat got bored. And then I got tired, and then I just didn't care anymore. And I kept thinking, am I depressed? You know, what's going on with me? You know, let me eat, let me binge watch TV or Netflix, or let me drink. You know, nothing really seemed to change. And all my life, I've been in the helping field. And I think, you know, people in nonprofit are considered in the helping field. And I got a lot of my identity from my job and from, you know, working with other people. And even though I have a virtual business, it still has shifted a lot of things, a lot of my business. And so I kept looking at myself and thinking, you know, I'm just really not myself anymore. How do I get back to myself? You know, I wanted to get back to myself. And I didn't know, how do I move forward in my life? And it can't go back to the way things were, and they still aren't. And so, you know, I just doubted where I was in life and where I was going. And so, you know, I needed the world to kind of be quiet. And so by being at home, it was easier to do that. But I pulled, you know, away from everything that I knew, and I just went back to basics. Sometimes we can get our life so complicated that we need to go back to basics. So I knew that being around water has always felt grounding for me. It feels spiritual to me. It's a place I can go and just kind of process my thoughts. But I couldn't go to the water. I couldn't go to the beach. So I thought, well, the next best thing is let me just cut out pictures of water. I cut out pictures of lakes, of oceans, of streams, of waterfalls, and I just kind of planted those all around me in my house. Put it on the refrigerator, put it on the bathroom mirror, just put water all around me, because I know that water is peaceful for me. It's soothing, it's calming, and I just needed to I needed to ground. Is what I needed. So, with all of my education and working with thousands of clients, I knew what worked for them, but I wasn't doing it for myself. And so I'm thinking, what's wrong with me? And I thought, nothing's wrong with you, Sheri. You just need to walk your talk. You need to pivot your life right now. You need to get back to what you're asking countless clients to do and get back to basics. And so the water scene was my first thing that I did. And I knew by taking certain steps, that I could become grounded again. I could become in the moment. And then when I'm living in the moment, I am much happier. I'm not living in yesterday. I'm not living in tomorrow. I'm not living in 6 months from now. I'm not living a year from now. I'm not living 10 years back. I'm right here, right now in this moment. And this is where I'm the happiest. So, today I want to assure everybody that there is a plan in place. There's already a plan in place for you. You may not be able to see it, but I knew in my heart of hearts that it was there waiting for me. And so over the next, few minutes, I'm going to show you all the steps that I teach my clients, what to do and how to start living again. So is everybody ready? Everybody prepared and ready to go? You're muted, Sabrina. You're muted.
Everybody is ready, and we have some people joining us. Dorinda, thank you for joining us. But we are ready and excited, Sheri.
Okay, here we go. So step one is rituals. You have to create rituals. In order to start to have control over your life, you have to start to take control over your day. So I teach my clients how you start and end your day in a very specific way, that those are the most powerful ways to create a life that you truly want to live. So y'all are professionals. That y'all are uplifting, your board members, your employees, you're encouraging your team, you're giving and giving to your coworkers, and you have to start putting yourself first and stop putting yourself on the back burner. You've done that for way too long. And Sabrina can verify this. She knows what I'm talking about. But you can't give from an empty well. And it's like getting on an airplane and they tell you, you need to put the oxygen mask on first before you take care of the children. Because if you're not breathing, you're not going to be able to take care of them. And it's the same in our work. If you're not taking care of yourself every day, you're going to be giving from a resentful place. And that is not a good place to come from. So the more y'all learn how to take care of yourself first, then you'll have more to give to your team, your board, whoever you're giving the most to. So the most important thing is setting an alarm, getting up before anybody else in the morning. No cell phones, no computer, no TV. And I know some of y'all are going, oh crap, I can't do that. You can. You absolutely can. I know it's difficult. When I even say those words, I see people just kind of shrink in their chair. It's like, oh no, I can't do that. But our phones, our TVs, the news, all of that has become such a habit that it's not serving you first thing in the morning. I'm not saying you can't use those things. You can, but there's a time and a place for all that. So I want you to create a special place in your house, whether it's in your living room or you have an extra bedroom or something, but just create a space where it feels very inviting for you to be able to go to in the morning, with your pen, your colored pens, your certain paper, if you read the Bible, some kind of devotional stuff, just have that stuff already ready so that when you go there first thing in the morning, it's all right there for you. Grab your coffee, your hot cup of tea, whatever you're doing, and just that is your little space. You can journal in that time. You can read scripture, read anything that's uplifting, do a meditation, maybe go into prayer, but take 30 minutes to an hour first thing in the morning. And you may need to start off with 10 minutes. But just start. The whole thing is just to start. So my morning personally looks like this, and I call it the 3 M's. And mine is 30 minutes long. So meditate. So that is prayer, sitting in silence. I can do a walking meditation if I want to. So I do 10 minutes of that. And then 10 minutes of mindset, and that is reading something positive. Can be anything, can be the Bible, it can be, an uplifting book, it can be personal development, it can be anything you want it to be, but it has to be something uplifting. And I'll read for 10 minutes. And then movement, whether I do stretches or I turn on some music and have a little dance party, or I have a little trampoline, I can jump on that for a little bit, go for a walk or a run or exercise, but just move your body. And that's it. So 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, so 30 minutes. And then add it to be longer when you are accepting it, because a lot of people are like, oh no, I don't have the time for that. You do have the time for that. You have to set the alarm earlier in the day, get up a little earlier. And that's it. You are in control of your calendar. Nobody else is. So do this every day before you look at your phone or your computer or your TV. Anything on your phone that comes in the middle of the night is someone else's agenda for you. And I want you starting out your day with your agenda. So place your phone far away from you, like in the bathroom, charge it in the bathroom or somewhere else, so that you're not tempted to look at it. Because if you've got it by your bed, it ain't happening. You're gonna automatically pick it up after you've thought. It's like you just don't think. It's such a habit. So that's first thing in the morning, and then you go about your day. Then in the evening, before you go to sleep, have pen and paper by your bed, or you can go to your space that you created for yourself. And then these are what I call the 4 G's. And I write down what was good about my day. And then what were some glitches about my day that may not have gone as well as I thought. Then what am I grateful for? And then what are my goals for tomorrow? So I'm already pre-planning my day tonight before I go to bed, so that I can put it down on paper. It allows your mind to relax so that you get a good night's sleep. And I also think, sometimes if my mind is continuing to go, like I need to pick this up at the grocery store, and I need to pick up dry cleaning, and I need to fill up the car with gas, all of those things are still going in my mind. I write them all down right then, because if I don't, I continue to think those things all night long, and I don't drop into good sleep. So just write it on paper. It's like, just dump that stuff down on paper. That way your mind will let go of it. And so this is a great way to close out your day and allow your mind to just relax. And it's also good, to be able to just let go of what you have to do tomorrow, because it's already down on paper. And this is going to help you wake up with your intention for your day already in place. And I want you to be intentional with your day. I always tell my clients, I want you waking up with purpose, on purpose. I'm going to say that one again. I want you waking up with purpose, on purpose. Everyone else is telling you to do more, and I'm actually telling you to do less. So an example is one of my clients, her name is Steph, and she was participating in one of my women's group, and she had a really difficult time starting this plan, because she was so used to checking her emails and her text messages while listening to the news in the morning and the evening, that, she almost felt panicky when I asked her to do this. And I just told her, I said, if you can't start with doing it 30 minutes, then start with 10 minutes. And so she was able to do just 10 minutes in the morning for probably about a week. And that allowed her system to kind of relax and realize you're still getting the phone, you're still getting the computer, you're still getting the news. We're just pushing it 10 minutes. But she did. She almost hyperventilated in the very beginning about not being able to have that because it had become such a habit. But, within weeks, she was able to believe that it was better for her. She could already tell the difference from doing the simple but sometimes difficult steps to start. And then she felt her body just slowing down, and she was able to focus better. She was enjoying, really taking her time in the mornings while, she was a realtor, working with her clients rather than rushing to the next to do on her list, on her long list. And she shared that, she felt so much more assured of who she was, that she could tell that her clients saw her more confident and confident in her business. And for the first time ever, she sold over 10 million in the next 5 months. Yeah. Just by slowing down, being present to herself, she showed up differently. So it affects how we do our business, just doing a few small, simple steps. So great things are possible when you slow down and put your oxygen mask on first. And when you make yourself your first priority in the morning and in the evening. I call these the bookends that hold up your day. Your ritual in the morning, your ritual at night, hold up your day. And I know most of y'all are familiar with meditations, but I found this great little story, and I wanted to read that to y'all. It says, a student approached his teacher and asked, "Oh, my teacher, please tell me, what is your secret? How is it that you are always so happy, peaceful, relaxed, energetic, healthy? How do you do it?" The teacher answered, "It's very simple. When I walk, I walk. When I eat. When I talk to someone, I talk to them. When I work, I work. When I do yoga, I do yoga. That's all." The student said, "But I'm doing the same. When I walk, I walk. When I eat, I eat." The teacher replied, "That's not accurate. When you walk, you think about your work. When you work, you think about your vacation. When you are on vacation, you think about home. Oops. And when you are home, you think about yoga. When you do yoga, you think about food. Whatever you do, you're not really there. Your mind is somewhere else. And that's why you're missing out on life. That's why this happiness slips away from you. Happiness is right here and now, inside of you, outside of you, and all around you. You're just not here to experience it. And so how many of us are guilty of that? I know I have been. And I'm constantly reminding myself to come back to the here and the now. So I love that. It's a great example of how when we do things, we're not really in that moment. We're thinking of the next thing we have to do while we're doing this. So it's really reeling yourself in, and how can I be here right now and be present to what I'm doing? Okay, step 2 is commit. At some point in your life, we need to commit to change. Commit to taking time out throughout the day to be present to yourself, present to this moment, present to this conversation, present to this person, present to your partner, your spouse, your child, present to the Zoom call. We must be in the present moment or we're missing out. You will never get this moment back in time. So I want you to commit to time blocking your calendar and adding you time in it. Sabrina knows this one. She's been time blocking. So just, you've got to put it in your calendar or it's not going to happen. I can promise you. Other things will become more important than you. And within a week, you're going to be back to where you were. So commit to shift and pivot where you are right now in your day. And I want everyone to put their hands together and lace your fingers together. So do like this. Now I want you to notice which thumb is on top. You're right. Okay, everybody unlace your fingers and do it again and put the opposite thumb on top. See how hard change is? It's a simple little exercise, but it's difficult to do. And so that's why it's difficult for us to change. I mean, even simple little things like that, but it demonstrates how difficult change can be. So commit to you and commit to your calendar, putting you on that calendar. And then step 3 is accountability. How do you hold yourself accountable? How are you accountable to you? Or how can you be accountable to you? Can you make a commitment to yourself and keep it? Or is there someone close to you that you can share these changes with that can hold you accountable? Can be a coworker, can be a friend, can be a spouse, partner. Just if you can't be accountable to you, then set yourself up to win by having someone else help you be accountable till you can be accountable to you. So I want you to, on your piece of paper right now, just write out a statement to yourself. I will commit to, and just fill in the blank. One sentence. I will commit to time blocking me in my calendar. I will commit to a morning and evening routine or ritual. Just one line. And then I want you to place it where you see it every day. It can be on your computer as a screensaver, your bathroom mirror, on the refrigerator, on the dashboard of your car, just wherever you're going to see it multiple times a day to remind you, this is what I have committed to myself. And, one of the most common questions I get is, Sheri, do you really think this is going to work for me? Yes, it will. I see it every day. I work with men and women just like you that have worked through obstacles in their life, preventing them to finding the happiness and fulfillment that they deserve. And you can do it too. So I want to do a meditation with y'all right now. I know some of y'all are probably familiar with doing meditations, but there's something to be said about participating in one and doing it. So I'm going to do a meditation with y'all. No music, I'm just going to read. But I want y'all to just sit back, and I hope that you're in a quiet place. If you're driving, please don't do this, or pull off the road and do it if you want to. But everybody can sit back, close your eyes, find a comfortable position. And this is called a metta meditation. Some of y'all may be familiar with it, and some of you may not be. So just everyone get comfortable, close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths, relieving any tension in your body. Moving your body around, adjust so that you can really be comfortable. And just allow your eyes to relax, feeling any tension around them releasing. Allowing your cheek muscles to relax. The area around your mouth. Allowing your tongue to relax as well. Maybe just letting your jaw drop a little bit. Now moving on down your neck, feeling the tension leaving your neck and your shoulder area, relaxing more and more. Relaxing your chest and your abdomen and your belly area. With each breath, just feel your chest rising and falling, relaxing more and more. And breathing at your own rhythm, your own natural rhythm. Moving down to your thighs and your knees, your calves and your ankles, and your feet and your toes. Just relaxing and relaxing even more. Feeling totally relaxed now. We're going to start with a few minutes of concentration just to help your mind settle and arrive in our present time experience. As you allow the body to resume to natural breathing, see where in the body you can feel the breath. It may be in your stomach or abdomen, where you feel the rising and falling as the body breathes. It might be in your chest, where you may notice the expansion and contraction as the body inhales and exhales. Perhaps it's at the nostrils, where you can feel a slight tickle as the air comes in and a subtle warmth of the breath as you exhale. Just pick one spot to stick to. As you feel your body breathing, try to stay with the breath all the way through. Stick with it from the beginning of the inhale all the way through to the end of the exhale. You may have noticed your mind wandering. When the mind wanders, it really offers us an opportunity to cultivate mindfulness and concentration. Each time you notice the mind wandering, you're strengthening your ability to recognize your experience. Each time we bring the mind back to the breath, we're strengthening our ability to focus on an object. Treat this as an opportunity rather than a problem. Just return to your breath. Now you can begin the practice by bringing to mind yourself as you sit here right now. Try to connect with your deepest intentions for happiness, ease, and safety. You don't need to dive into stories of what will make you happy, but connect with that natural desire you have. And you can cultivate this intention to open the heart to your own well-being by silently offering yourself some phrases of metta. In your mind, slowly offer yourself these phrases. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. May I be at ease. You can offer these phrases silently in your head, saying them slowly enough that you can connect with their meaning and the intention behind them. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. May I be at ease. You can now bring to mind a good friend. This may be a loved one, a friend, a teacher, a mentor, or even a pet. You can connect with your natural desire to see this person happy and at ease. Just like you, this person wants to be happy, to feel safe, to be healthy. In an effort to cultivate this intention of kindness, you can offer this person a few phrases of metta. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you be at ease. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you be at ease. You can let this person go from your mind and bring to mind a neutral person. This is someone you see maybe regularly, but don't know them very well. It may be somebody who works somewhere you go a lot, a coworker, or maybe even a neighbor. Although you don't know this person well, you can recognize that this person wants to be happy as well. You don't need to know what their happiness looks like necessarily. Again, offer this person the phrases of loving kindness, connecting with the intention to care about their well-being, offering them metta phrases. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you be at ease. As you let this neutral person go, you can bring to mind somebody who you find difficult. You may not want to pick the most difficult person in your life, instead choosing someone who's minorly difficult. Maybe it's someone you find yourself agitated with or annoyed by. You can offer the phrases, recognizing that this is connecting with your intention to care for this person. Although we may not mean it wholeheartedly every time we offer a phrase, we can make an effort with the phrases. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you be at ease. And then coming back to yourself, letting that person go. Offering yourself the metta phrases again. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. And may I be at ease. And when you're ready, you can come back to this Zoom call, opening your eyes. Wiggling your fingers and your toes, coming back to your body. And so I want to leave you with this, that on my journey, I've realized that life is not always easy, but with courage, I can do anything. As scary as it is to do hard things, I still move forward and I come into my own. I get to choose the life that I want to live, a beautiful life. And I promise you, life has a plan for you. That you can do anything with courage when you take the first step. You can do anything with courage, even if you don't think you can. And that you can do anything with courage and create the life that you deserve. And that you can do anything with courage.
Thank you so much, Sheri. That was totally awesome. I'm coming back into myself. I got to get back into uh, get back into the groove here. But that was awesome. I think that's what we needed. A lot of people talk about meditation, but we haven't walked through that. And so that was good. Thank you so very much. Um,
You're
I
welcome.
said, I have to get back into it because I am totally out of it right now.
I'm
So
so glad you allowed yourself to
I,
go with it.
I did. So, and the
It's
people that,
hard when you're the presenting
yes, I
person.
know, but I want to practice what is being preached. And meditation is one of those things that you hear about, and everybody has said it this week, but you're the first to walk us through it. And people, that's the question that they have for. How do you meditate? How do you get your mind to focus? Their mind wanders, things like that. So those have been some of the questions that have been asked this week, and you just did a fabulous job in just demonstrating and showing us how to do it. So I thank you for that. um, and so some of the nuggets that you have just given us, like wake up with purpose, on purpose, having a pre-plan for your tomorrow and write it down so your mind will let go of it. Sometimes our mind wanders, and it just continues to wander. So those are good tips and good nuggets. And the one that I learned from you early on is put your cell phone, the do not disturb on your cell phone at 10, and then put that cell phone far, far, far away from you.
That's right. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, I remember that one, and that one helps me. So I like to share that one. I
Yes.
put mine in my living room. The bathroom is not far enough; it goes in the living room. So I'm checking to see if there's any comments at this time. People just really appreciate the demonstration of the meditation, and I just want them to know that this video will be here in Facebook lifetime, unless Facebook changed their algorithms, and they can always go back and do this with you and remind themselves of how to meditate. And it was such a good lesson. And so some of the, just to get myself back into the mode that I need to be in, I just want to remind people that I help with fundraising for nonprofits. And if that's something you need help with, just visit my website at supportingworldhope.com, to check out some of the services that I provide. And if you're watching and rebroadcast and you have a comment or a question for Sheri or I, just post it. And I'm sure Sheri, we can get her in here and answer that question. But Sheri, I really thank you for this. It really has helped me and those who were able to listen to us live. I know that you have a opportunity coming up, and it is called 50 Shades of Slay. And you want to tell us a little bit about that while I drop the registration link?
Yeah, so it's a 6-week course that I'm doing, and we're going to be addressing we're going to be slaying, let's put it that way, all of the things that are holding us back from having the life and the business that we really want for this year. And so we're going to be looking at, some of it is like the imposter syndrome. Some of it is, just not having a schedule. Some of it is, our self-esteem and how we feel about ourselves, or, there's a variety of things that we're going to be slaying so that you can be the person that you want to be and have the life that you want to live and the business that you choose to have. So
Perfect.
yeah, so
Perfect.
the link is my pre-registration. I haven't really set a date yet, but that way they get notified as soon as the date's up.
Perfect. And I have dropped that link in there for them. And I hope people, sign up. That imposter syndrome, those thoughts, those automatic negative thoughts that we have, we all need tools to address those. And
Right.
that is something that you're going to be doing. So I really do encourage people to sign up and get on that waiting list, so that they can be notified of when this 6-week course goes online. So Sheri, I'd just like to give you an opportunity to say any last words that you may
I
have.
did. I wanted to say something about the meditations because, um, we're all different, and
Oh no. You kind of froze on us, Sheri.
am I frozen?
Yeah, yeah. So say it again. You
Okay.
want to say something about the meditation.
Yes. So we're just all different, and there's tons of meditations on YouTube. And so you can find one that you like or two that you like, but find one that you like that'll walk you through it because you can't do a meditation on your own.
Mm.
I mean, you can just sit there and meditate, but to have somebody walk you through a meditation is the best way to meditate. So just YouTube it. They're all over the place.
Yeah, and you can also have access to this video as well, girl. You just put on a,
That's
you
right.
just played that meditation, so I might be using this one. So
Yes, yes, yes.
yeah,
I
so
love meditations. I do.
yeah,
I really.
so that is our time, and I hope you have enjoyed this series, and I hope you take it to heart. Self-care is not selfish, and you cannot serve your clients, your family, or those you love without taking care of yourself first. Be kind to yourself. I'm living proof of what will happen if you don't. So I will leave you with this. Your mission matters and deserves to be highlighted in your community. Your mission matters and can be an inspiration to those who need it the most. Your mission matters and deserves to be funded at its fullest capacity. Again, thank you for joining us, and be on the lookout for upcoming topics as they are being posted in the group. And if you know of a nonprofit professional who can benefit from this group, invite them to join us. And with that, Sheri and I will say goodbye and have a great day. And we will stop streaming now. Bye bye, guys.